In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to get all 40 Sprunkies, starting with Jevin. This one is just next to the White House here at spawn. Durple is right here at spawn in front of the pink house. Pinki is on top of the pink house at spawn. Fun TV Horror, if you make your way to the fountain, it's just on the top. Sprunki and Durple Horror, so if you make your way towards the very back, your first one's just behind the orange house here, and then the next one is in the very corner. Devin Horror and Lime Horror, if you make your way to the right of the school to this little temple, your first one's at the bottom, and then Lime is just on the outside here next to the window. Tree, if you make your way over to the tree just behind the green house here, it's just underneath. Sky Horror is just behind the yellow house here. Simon Horror, Funbot Horror, Funbot, Blank, Cluckr are all very close, so your first one's just by the fountain here. Then if you make your way inside this whitey greeny house, there is your next one. Next into the purple, and there's two morphs in this one next to this computer and the other one on top of the barrel. And then your final one is just on top of the purple house here. Tunner, Tunner Horror, Brud and Brud Horror, so in the pink house here just at spawn. There's your first one. Then if you make your way into the house next to it, this white house, there's Tunner Horror. If you just make your way across to the other white house, there's your next one. And then finally into the red house there is your fourth one. Mr. Sun Horror, Raddy, Vineria. So if you make your way into the very back left corner, you've got two in this little barn here. Your first one's inside and your second one is just on the roof. And then for Mr. Sun Horror, if you just make your way behind that greeny house there, it's just behind it. Black Horror, Oren, Simon, Mr. Sun, Fun TV, Raddy Horror, Grey Horror and Vineria Horror are all in and around the school. Make your way in, take a left, there's your first one. In the classroom opposite, it's just behind the stand here. Make your way down and take a left, and it's just on the desk. And then into the final classroom, and it's just by the graveyard there. And then one is just on top of the podium there. So if you make your way outside and take a right, one's just by the tree here. And then if you use that tree to just jump onto the roof, you'll find your next morph. And then your final one's just behind the school here. Garnold, Sky, Cluckr Horror, Grey, Black, Wenda Horror, Pinki Horror and Tree Horror. So teleport to the cave here, and just on the outside here is your first one. Then by the red truss here, climb up the truss and you've got one here, and then one is just in the mouth of the letter F here. Now make your way inside, and your first one's just on the chain there. Your next one is behind the wall. Then if you make your way on top of the entrance here, and then you can see the last one from here. So Buff Wenda and also Rainbow Pibby Wenda are both game passes, so you have to buy them both for Roblox I think, so I wasn't able to get them, but let me know if this video helped.